On today's show, slab leak detection in Houston or sewer leak detection in Houston.
Who told you we're plumbers? We're plumbers.
I'm John Eccles,
Richard Sod.
here for another week.
That's right, to explain how to fix your plumbing.
That's right, we're here to explain, teach, praise, put it on.
Educate.
That's right. So today's an interesting show, right? Slab or sewer leak detection. So that means we're going to be talking about stuff
Underneath this concrete right here.
underneath the home,
That's
the
right.
home. So,
Or this pier and beam.
So what is slab leak detection?
Slab leak detection is basically when you have an issue,
All
right, in your house.
Okay.
And your plumbing system is either not draining right, you're stopped up, there's things going wrong that are unexplainable above ground.
Right.
Then it goes below ground. And that is where you get into slab leak detection or sewer leak detection. You're trying to figure out what is impeding that flow of water, or if we're dealing with high pressure, where is that water coming from that's coming out from the slab?
Okay. So there's obviously several different types of things that can be underneath your slab that are going to be plumbing related. And you got water, sewer, gas. We're going to be covering two of these in a little bit more detail because one, we'll talk about it here in a second. The gas, you're going to see it one time, and that's normally if the gas is going to an island cooktop or something like that. So that's the one time that you'll see that. Today's show, though, is going to be focused more on water lines. Right, a lot of water lines are now being ran under the slab, especially if you live in the Katy area, new home. They love to run them.
They've been doing that for about 15 years now.
Yeah.
Which I am dead against that, you guys. I would always tell you, don't ever run water underneath your slab because no material lasts forever, and when it breaks, it's a really nasty fix.
Oh yeah.
And it washes out your soil underneath the house.
Yeah.
So you present a whole bunch of different problems. But we're going to talk about that. You know, if that happens to you and this occurs, we're going to tell you kind of how we go about fixing that.
That's right. The other type is sewer. Obviously, sewer drains, which that's the technical name for them. Your sewer line, once they get inside your slab, are called sewer or building drains. But it's still, to the customer, it's a sewer line. Every house has sewer underneath. Every one. 100% has sewers, some sort of drain underneath your house, and they do have the potential to leak and cause issues. So we're going to go over all these different things. How do we know, Richard? What's a cause or a sign that a customer can see, feel, or know that they might have a problem?
The biggest one that we see, and right now in Meyerland, they're all going out in Meyerland because it's cast iron piping. And that cast iron piping rots, it gets holes, it dislocates, it does a whole bunch of nasty stuff. But that material was not meant to last that long.
It's aged.
It's aged.
Yeah.
So the telltale sign that you've got a problem underneath the slab is you're getting cracks in sheetrock, you're getting movement in slab somewhere, maybe not the entire slab, but maybe in one section.
Right.
Or you're having moisture problems in an area, or you actually can see water in a specific area.
We do have that, believe it or not.
And we have that a lot.
People will call me like, I got a puddle of water in the middle of my living room. Mm-hmm. There's no water nearby. Where's that coming from?
That's right. It's finding the least path of resistance, and it's pushing up that slab is what it's doing. But when we come out to your house, we have to find that because it's like what John just said. You're not looking for the pipe specifically where that water is. You're having to trace that down to figure out what's happened, what's become dislocated or got a hole in it, and then how do you find it? There's several different ways that we use and methods that we use.
Yeah.
And it's specialized equipment.
Absolutely.
From a camera system to other equipment to be able to stop your system up so we can pressurize it.
Right.
And start doing isolated leak detections from there.
Okay.
Now on the water system, you've got a little bit different of a method of trying to find that.
Yeah.
These high pressure water can present a big problem. It is throwing water everywhere underneath that slab. Yeah. And it's putting pressure, a lot of pressure. And it's pushing up through your slab most of the time. So we've got sounding equipment. We've got some other equipment that's very expensive that we use. It's not foolproof. It's not going to say, oh, your problem is exactly here. It's still going to take human brains and hands to figure that out.
So it's not a guy with a megaphone in his ear?
Right. Or a guy with two pieces of metal trying to get them to cross to figure out where it is underneath the slab.
So it's more technical.
It's a lot more technical than that. That's exactly right. So when you call a plumbing company, a lot of companies, especially on the high pressure side, cannot do it.
Yeah.
You have to specifically ask them, even if you don't know if it's a high pressure system, hopefully that you do know you do have a high pressure system underneath the house. Right. But we have come across a lot of people that do not know this.
Yeah, they just don't know. Yeah.
They were sold the home, don't know what's underneath it.
If nothing's going wrong, people normally don't look. Right.
And they don't ask questions. That's
Yeah.
right. You just don't know. You don't know what you don't know, and you don't know to ask.
That's right.
But hopefully you do know, so you can tell the plumbing company, hey, I've got high pressure underneath my slab. I don't know what this is. It's either from a drain or it's high pressure. And a lot of companies cannot find that high pressure system leak. And so they want to sell you a complete reroute and a complete repipe. And I'm actually a proponent of that, because once you start excavating underneath that slab to try to find this high pressure water leak, it could be a mess.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It could be a whole
So
maze.
sometimes they're correct that, to do a whole reroute and take out sheetrock and put it above like it should have been.
Well, that leads right into the next topic. So either way, right, if they have this problem, and we identify it, well, what are going to be their options? What are the options to fix these kind of leaks?
On the sewer side, drain side, and the high pressure water leak side, we can tunnel underneath your house and get to that particular area and fix it. But sometimes you still can't do that, especially on drains. Right. You have to do a complete redirect. So, for example, your kitchen sink drain line. I would never tunnel underneath your house to fix a kitchen sink drain line. If we can, we would always reroute that. The question is why? Why would we do that when we could tunnel underneath and fix it? The issue is we're doing a small patch. It might be a 2-foot section, 3-4-foot section of pipe. The problem is, on that pipe, the whole thing is going to be bad. And you're not wanting to tunnel and replace that whole thing. It doesn't make any sense when you can do a redirection.
That's right.
And change where it goes and just abandon that pipe.
That's right.
So there's circumstances where you never want to tunnel.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can get sold that, and there's a lot of companies that will actually do that. And I would recommend that you don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think as always, we always say this every show, we love to give customers information and knowledge and educate y'all so that you can make the best decision for your house, your home, your family, whatever your needs are. And sometimes, we'll recommend something and customers don't necessarily want that, and that's fine. As long as they're making an educated decision for themselves. All we can do is recommend. And, there's certain things that we would tell you, we'll do it, and it'll fix the problem. I'm just telling you, there's going to be more problems down the road.
Right.
And most customers are probably just like you're saying right now, well, I wouldn't want a problem down the road. I'm going to go ahead and take care of it the way that you're recommending. And that's why we tell you 100% of the time, whether you use us or not, call us, ask us questions. We are here all the time. We want to make sure that you have the information that you need to make that decision.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing slab movement, if you're seeing sheetrock cracks, that is a telltale sign that you've got a sewer or a drain problem.
Yeah.
And call us and ask us questions. We do leak detection all the time,
Every day?
and we do it for all 3 of those items.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank y'all so much. I'm John Eccles.
Richard Sod,
See you next week.
call us for any questions.
And we're kind of sitting here like,
Yeah.
what's up? Dude, my phone is blowing up.